The death of Lions owner William Clay Ford on March the 9th of 2014. The amount of time from his death to the Super Bowl would be exactly 131 months after his death. The Lions are playing for a championship in the Super Bowl. Super Bowl is Gamache Championship. Exactly 131 weeks after his death, the Detroit Lions are playing in the Super Bowl. 16 years after going 0-16. When Coach Rod Marinelli lost his 38th game as coach of the Detroit Lions. The Lions will be playing in the Super Bowl at Louisiana. William Clay Ford was owner from 1964 until his death. The New Orleans Saints are hosting the Super Bowl. New Orleans Saints is 64. The coach is Dan Campbell. Campbell is also Gamache 64. Now, Sheila Ford presides over the day-by-day activities. I've already talked about her, but her mother is Martha Firestone Ford, and she is 98 years of age at the time of the start of the season. Champions is Gamache 98. And she's born at Cleveland, Ohio. Well, the Ravens, technically, the players all moved from Cleveland to Baltimore. Technically, the Ravens are the old Browns. So this is Martha Firestone Ford's connection to the Ravens, the fact that the Ravens used to play at Cleveland on a technical basis, because that was an expansion team. Martha Firestone Ford is 98 years of age at the start of the season, so I'm expecting something to go down this year for the Detroit Lions. Martha is Gamache 2025. Martha in reverse is Gamache Louisiana. Martha 61, Louisiana 61 is basically the Gamache of the Cleveland Browns, because the Ravens are technically the old Cleveland Browns, and Cleveland Browns in 83 reverse. New Orleans, Louisiana, Gamache William Clay Ford Sr. So there's no doubt that the death of the Lions owner is going to connect to the upcoming Super Bowl. 88 years of age, I'm not exactly sure what's significant about 88 yet, but I would love to get down to the bottom of it. 3-9 is March the 9th. Notice how the Lions is Gamache 39. And when they did go 0-16, Arizona was the representative of the NFC in that year's Super Bowl. Arizona Gamache 39. What about Jared Goff's Gamache? Goff is 25. 25 is Gamache Martha. Jared Thomas Goff is full name. Jared Thomas Goff is 47, and she was owner ever since 1940. She married Ford in 1947. Is the connection to make there? But all the other owners for US $4.5 million. 45 is Gamache of Lamar Jackson, is Gamache of New Orleans. I know a lot of people are high on the Chiefs three-peat narrative. It definitely exists. There's no denying that it absolutely doesn't exist. But I do like the election riddles with the first female president, America's second black president, connecting with the Lamar Jackson in the Super Bowl against the team with the female owner. And now the Chiefs they have won Super Bowls with the female owner. The fact is, I expect another team with the female owner to make it to the Super Bowl. Is the bottom line. Let me, Martha Ford, September 16. What is her connection to the election. I forgot to talk about the Lions' principal owner, but I will in this video. Martha Ford's Gematria 50, the amount of time from Martha Ford's birthday to the time of the election, 50 days, and Kamala Harris defeats Donald Trump in the election. Donald is Gematria 50. So this would be Martha Firestone Ford, that connection to November the 5th, 7 weeks in a day. The Lions female owner, her daughter is the president, presides over team operations, but she is the owner. 7 weeks in a day. Kamala Devi Harris is Gematria 71. And if you're wondering about the rest of the work on the Super Bowl, you can go to the last 20 seconds of the video, go to the linked playlist. 51 days and they included Kamala as a prosecutor. Prosecutor defeats the felon, scripted fashion. Another scripted rigged election between two rigged puppets. Basically, is the main takeaway to take with the election. And then, her birthday to inauguration, I think is going to be a significant day. Once I go to the right year. 2025. Ford Gematria 25, 2025. Inauguration. Look at this. This is the connection to the first female president, Kamala Harris, and a female owner carrying the 0-16 Lions under a male owner to the Super Bowl. 4 months and 4 days. Superdome is Gematria 44. Playing for the chance to become champions. Superdome Gematria 116. Don't forget Kamala Devi Harris 116, the second African American president. African American 116 as well. 126 days from the birthday of Martha Firestone Ford to Inauguration Day. Harris in reverse is Gematria 44. 126 days from her birthday to January the 20th. New Orleans, the site of the Super Bowl, is 126. 18 weeks would be Gematria Lamar Jackson, and New Orleans is the 18th admitted state of the Union. So how about that for Martha Ford? So, again, former principal owner of the Lions, but the daughter controls the Detroit Lions now. June 23rd, she became the owner. What's the connection to June the 23rd in 2020 to the time of the Super Bowl in 2025? 4 years, 7 months, like Super Bowl 47. Ravens won Super Bowl 47. Now, I would like to go to the birthday of the Lions. Their principal owner to the day of the Super Bowl is 22 weeks. The last full-blooded black quarterback won Super Bowl 22. And Kamala's from Oakland. It's Oakland, that's Gematria 22. 5 months in a day. She's a prosecutor 51. So again, we start to see these election riddles here for the Detroit Lions to make it to the Super Bowl. But most of all, exactly under 31 months to the Super Bowl. There's no doubt that William Clay Ford's death is going to be connected to the Super Bowl. No doubt about it. March 14th, the 73rd day of the year. Again, it's Jackson, that's Gematria 73. It's Harris, that's Gematria 73. Will the Lions win the Super Bowl? I don't think they'll win the Super Bowl. I've got the AFC winning the Super Bowl. I've got the Ravens winning the Super Bowl.